What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry for the flash, but it's already getting very dark and I wanted to complete this video. So here we have a beautiful specimen. It looks a lot like Sempervivum, but these are called as Echeveria Atomy. Very fragile, small little tiny succulent. Right now it looks a lot green, but if I'm going to turn it like this, you'll be able to see that beautiful red color. It is not completely stressed. It gets even more dark red in color. I'll probably put the image in the later part of the video, but this is how the succulent tends to look like. Absolutely stunning. Tends to grow in this beautiful tiny clump very closer to the ground. Now I will say that this is a very tricky succulent, so if you are a beginner, do not get into it right now. Get experience with other succulents because these can be very tricky, especially with watering. Now mine are a little bit underwatered. You can see the pups are all closed. I will be watering it in some time, but I just wanted to give you a video on this. They prefer full morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours, but when they are completely green in color, you will have to do a slow introduction. Ideally you will receive them completely green. That is how I had received them couple of years back. They were completely green in color. I had got around 2 or 3 of the mature pups, and all of the rest that you see are the new growth. So it takes a very long time. They are slow growing, but the most important thing is watering. Whenever the soil is completely bone dry, go ahead and do a complete watering until the water starts passing through the drain hole. Now, ideally the leaves of this succulent is very soft, so that is another very big confusion, because ideally we tend to check the leaves and then go ahead and water it, but over here they already have soft leaves, so it becomes even more confusing to when to water them and when not to water them. So that is a bit confusing part. So what I tend to do is I let them close inwards like this. This gives me an indication that they are thirsty, and I then go ahead and do a complete watering. So I will be watering them. Another thing you can notice that my soil is completely dry, so that is another indication. So either you can use a toothpick or a stick, poke it into the soil and check if the soil is moist or not, because these can easily get overwatered because they are very tiny. They cannot handle excess moisture in the soil. So that is what is more confusing about them. Propagation is very simple, because as in when they start to grow, they start putting out a lot of pups. You can separate them. I think I had done a separation some time back and had kept it aside. It was an indirect bright light because it didn't get a good amount of light. You can see there is some stretching on this, but you can see how green they are when they don't get any direct sunlight. They are going to stay this green, but when they start getting sunlight, they look like this. This is still not a good color. They get even more red in color, as I mentioned earlier. So you can separate the pups and then they start getting roots like this. So that is a good option of propagation. Leaf propagation is not going to be possible because the leaves are very tiny. Let me show you how tiny the leaf is. You can see this is a single leaf. They are very tiny, so leaf propagation, don't even think about it. The best method is pup separation. That is going to work out really well. These are not frost hardy, unlike Sempervivum. They do look like Sempervivums, but these are not frost hardy, so you can't leave them out in frost. If you're growing them, you'll have to get them indoor. Summer temperatures anywhere up to 36 degrees Celsius, they will be able to handle it, and minimum during winters would be, let's say, around 10 degrees Celsius, nothing less than that. Then they will start having issues. So from 10 degrees Celsius all the way up to 36 degrees Celsius is going to work out really well. The soil remains the same, which is loose, porous, well draining, lean in nutrients is what they tend to love. So it's very simple with the soil mix. I tend to use the same soil mix for all of my succulents. So it's an absolutely beautiful succulent. Probably next time when I'm making a video, I'll give you a daytime video of this. But the colors are very minimum. I think the flash is working out really well to get that beautiful color out, and they look absolutely stunning. They also have this slight shimmer on that leaves. I don't know if it is visible, but I can look through it and I can see that they have this beautiful red shimmer. Maybe it is catching up on the camera, I'm not very sure, but they have this beautiful shimmer on the leaves as well. Looks absolutely stunning. Don't use a very large container for them. This is a very shallow container. You can go with a earthen pot or a plastic pot. Plastic pot is going to work out really well. This is a concrete pot, but it's working out really well. So that's about it, guys. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep propagating.